Unfortunately, in Italy, for me, it's a pity. In Italy, there was the culture of sound. There was the culture of making instruments, but the setup was something at the end and not so important. This is not true. The sound setup can change completely an instrument. Not completely, but
a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And then you can improve or destroy an instrument sound. With your bridge and or a better, worse sound post, you can destroy completely a sound of an instrument. What's the difference is to work seriously and so taking care about some incredible small details that must be created all together. So there are so many details that you repeat 1,000 times, and then they have to mix together, to match together in the right way. At the end, you say, "Wow, this is a good bridge," but it happens one time, say every 200 times, that you say, "This is perfect. Come on." So this research is not a mental auto self-making idea. Is exactly to repeat and to push ahead something that can become perfectly beautiful to see and really seriously working well. Efficient, yes. And I had different offer, of course. Milos Tam, many people, they went to me and they very kindly was asking me to try their bridges. I have great respect for their work. And then I had one chance, of course, to try some Milos Tam. But now, after, I think that I made around 1,500 bridges, okay, by my own. And now my brain, my eyes, my knife, everything is on the bridge that you make. The shape that you give me is that one that matching exactly what I always thought, and then I always do on setting an instrument. What I found at the beginning of my career was, of course, Hubert. But Hubert, as the old Hubert, I must say, they gave a different sound from your bridges. And the different sound is related to the shape and the quality of wood that you have or the Hubert use. And then you have exactly two kinds of sound, a little bit different. And then when I have one kind of instrument that needs some brilliant, more silver sound, more, we can say, delicate and thinner sound, and then I use the old Hubert, 90 years I have in my stock. Or if I have a Presenda or a stronger, bolder instruments like Guadagnini, that they are strong instruments, that they need, wow, I need something that push. And then I use always this pure. So mainly I use your bridges, and in the some rare case, I use the old Hubert that I bought at the beginning of 90 years. But because there's a so thin difference that also really few people can understand, and really few musicians, they listen immediately. They say, wow, this is sound, this is silver sound, this is a deeper amber sound. Why? There's a meaning in this, there's a research. And when you make a bridge, you must know what you are doing. But I think that you did a great improvement in the past years. I remember the earliest dispute, 90 years maybe, at the beginning with the laser cut. I was impressed by the first, the beginning there was some good ideas. And then through the time, I think that you reach a very good standard in the shape. And then you are being able to supply with a shape that is that you can manage in many ways. So the base of your work is so important for me because I have a good standard. to begin my work. This is right what I am looking for, and this is why I choose your bridges. Okay, honestly, I use only the free trees. I don't. I can say I don't spend my energies in a good bridge. If I spend 2 hours to make a bridge, 3 hours, it depends. Why I should use a lower quality wood? My work is my work, and then I try to keep higher and higher my bridge qualities. So I am obliged to choose free trees because I want to have the best, and also because the bridge inspired is made for a student in a cheap violin. Doesn't mean that you have to make a wrong bridge or poor bridge. And this is the most difficult things that I found is to repeat, to reply your qualities from the cheap violin to a Strad, and then you have always in your mind something that is pushing you and telling you, do your best, try the next step, find better ways to reach better shapes, because the shape with your qualities bridge means great sound. And so I always use free trees from you. And then what I found very interesting, and then I have to thank you. You know that when we meet, I always say, oh, you're the best makers of bridge, because you are being to be very professional. When I was writing you or calling you or sending an email, I need urgently a stock of super quality bridges. You always sent me really fine bridge. I found in the pocket when it was opening exactly what I was looking for, and say, this is professional. This means that people understand, and to share this kind of partnership, it's very important, because when I need the right support, you always give me. And then I'm sure then when I will write you, I will get exactly what I'm looking for. This is very important. Quality is absolutely the main step for to provide the best service to your client. What I can say that I really rarely I found somebody that was teaching me about bridges that was really seriously, that had a really great knowledge. And for example, one of the best masters that I ever had was Vahan Nigogosian, a pupil of Sacconi. He was 83 years old in 1993. I went to the United States, and then I was until his care in this restoration work, and it was absolutely a world of knowledge that I found in him. And then he was exactly telling how to cut the bridge and why. And another big teacher that I had was, of course, one of the best restorers here in Italy, that it was Igor Moroder. Very clear, straight way. But all this comes from the French school. All this knowledge is coming from the English and French school mainly, and then American school. But the Italian was so poor in setup. In the 19, when I was searching somebody serious that was able to give me some great information, to transfer really serious information. Why do you cut your bridge in this way? Nobody almost was able to say me, because this. They say, oh, because my teacher told me this. This is, for me, was crazy. And so this is why I made my own research. And through many experiments, I found that I can now manage. So I have somebody that is asking me, please, I need this kind of sound. I'm learning, still learning, always improving, but now the ideas are very clear now. I have to do this. So no many chance. You need good wood, good shape, and a lot of experience. Yeah.